Welcome to the Associate Degree Nursing Pre-Admission Conference. This presentation was developed to highlight some of the details contained within the pre-admission packet. Please take time to download that entire packet and review it in its entirety before applying for the program. This presentation is not meant to be a substitute for the detailed information in the pre-admission packet. The Associate Degree Nursing program prepares graduates to use their skill and knowledge to fulfill the role of the nurse. These roles include human flourishing, nursing judgment, professional identity, and spirit of inquiry. The curriculum is supported by the works of the National League for Nursing Education Competencies and Quality and Safety Education in Nursing. Students enrolled in the program upon graduation are eligible to take the National Licensure Examination for Registered Nurses, or the NCLEX RN. Acceptance into the Associate Degree Nursing program is based on a selective admission process. Progression in the program is contingent on a C or higher in all math, science, and nursing courses, and maintenance of a 2.0 cumulative grade point average or better. It will take a higher cumulative GPA to be competitive in the admissions process. The program is accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Nursing and Education and approved by the Kentucky Board of Nursing. More detailed information can be found on page 1 in the packet. Upon completion of the program, the nursing graduate can 1. Advocate for patients and families, 2. Formulate judgments in practice supported with evidence, 3. Develop one's role as a nurse with integrity, responsibility, and ethical practice, and 4. Consider the evidence that underlies clinical nursing practice. The ADN curriculum is organized around these 4 main roles of the nurse, correlating classroom and clinical instruction. Please see page 2 of the nursing pre-admission packet for more details. The curriculum outlined for the traditional student on page 3 of the pre-admission packet, you will see prerequisites. There are 5 prerequisites that must be completed prior to starting the nursing program. These include quantitative reasoning or math course that meets the requirement for an associate in arts or associate in science, PSY 110, general psychology, BIO 137, human anatomy and physiology 1, NAA 100, nursing assistant skills 1 or equivalency, and finally CPR 100, CPR for the healthcare or current BLS certification. General education courses beyond the prerequisites must be taken with the semester listed or any time prior to that semester. We also have advising suggestions for any student pursuing their RN to BSN after graduation from our program. The curriculum for the LPN to RN student can be found detailed on page 4 and 5 of the pre-admission packet. Advanced standing or credit for prior learning is awarded for the LPN to RN student. Once admitted, they will earn 9 credit hours for Nursing 101 through advanced standing when meeting the following criteria. Graduate within 3 years of admission and hold an active, unrestricted practical nursing license, or graduate more than 3 years prior to admission and verify current employment as an LPN and hold active, unrestricted PN license. After successfully completing Nursing 199 Accelerated LPN to ADN Bridge course, the student will earn 5 credit hours for Nursing 219 through advanced standing. Prerequisites must be completed prior to starting the nursing program for the LPN to ADN student. These include quantitative reasoning, or a math course meeting the requirement for an associate in arts or associate in science, PSY 110, General Psychology, BIO 137, Human Anatomy and Physiology 1, BIO 139, Human Anatomy and Physiology 2, CPR 100, CPR for Healthcare, or current BLS certification. General education courses must be taken with the semester that they are listed or any time prior to that semester. Advising suggestions for RN to BSN are also located on page 5 of the pre-admission nursing packet. Please see page 4 or 5 for more details. For the traditional student interested in the nursing assistant equivalency, detailed information is found on page 7 of the pre-admission packet. Documentation of meeting the nursing assistant prerequisite requirements include completion of a minimum 75-hour nursing assistant course, NAA 100 or a facility training equivalent, within the last 3 years. If the course has been completed greater than 3 years ago, the student must have documentation of current employment as a nursing assistant within the last 3 years. Equates to 2,000 hours in the last 3 years. Students are not required to be on the Kentucky Nurse Aid Registry. Documentation may be any or all of the following: college or high school transcript, certification of completion, work validation from employer or instructor, employment evaluation of competencies. Please note the repeated policy established by WKCTC biology faculty. Students will be allowed to repeat BIO 137 or BIO 139 only once. After the second attempt, the student will be required to take a foundational biology course before registering for the third time. A W or withdrawal is considered an attempt. This policy may delay a student's ability to complete the prerequisite BIO 137 course required to start the first semester of the nursing program. Requirements for admission. Selective admission for traditional students are detailed on packet page 9. Submit the following by March 1st for fall program admissions and July 1st for spring program admissions. 1. Attendance at a pre-admission conference. 2. Application for admissions to a KCTCS college. 3. Official transcripts of all colleges and universities attended. And 4. Results of National League for Nursing Pre-Admission Exam, PACS, Evolve Admission Assessment Exam, A2, or the ACT. Please note the program accepts only one score report from each of the exams per calendar year. Competitive points will vary between admission cycles, but a minimum of 60 points is required to be considered for the nursing program admission. Requirements for admission. Selective admission for the LPN to RN student can be found on packet page 9. Submit the following by March 1st for fall program admissions and July 1st for spring program admissions. 1. Attendance at a pre-admission conference. 2. Application for admission to a KCTCS college. 3. Official transcripts of all colleges and universities attended. And 4. Results of the National League for Nursing Accelerated Challenge Exam, ACE exam. Program accepts one score report per application cycle. Admission criteria includes a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.5, a minimum score of 77% on the ACE exam. Applicants will be rank ordered based on the ACE exam score if qualified applicants exceed space available. For specific questions on your application status, please contact Pam Paxton, Nursing and Allied Health Admissions Coordinator, West Kentucky Community and Technical College, P.O. Box 7380, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. Phone number 270-534-3478 or fax 270-534-3498. Please notify Mrs. Paxton of any address changes that occur after your submission of application. Complete details for admissions point scale can be located in the packet, page 11. Admission points are calculated by totaling one of the 3 test scores, cumulative GPA, and 5 points for 12 or more graded non-developmental college credits from a regionally accredited institution. To calculate your admission points, use the point scales located on page 11 of the pre-admission conference packet. Tables reflect each of the 3 acceptable pre-admission exams as well as corresponding points based on scores. Cumulative GPA is calculated on all regionally accredited colleges and university courses completed. If less than 12 graded non-developmental college hours are completed, high school GPA or GED score will be used. Acceptance into the program. Details are located on page 12 of the pre-admission packet. After attending a nursing conference, you will receive notification regarding the status of your application. This will be a letter indicating your file is complete and tentative point calculation, or a letter indicating your file is incomplete and what items are missing. It is the student's responsibility to have all documents submitted by the deadline dates. The spirit of bankruptcy process is applied when 1. A student's current cumulative GPA does not reflect current achievements, and 2. Provides a mechanism for a new average to be calculated if a student meets the criteria listed on page 12 of the conference packet. Please refer to page 12 of the packet for specific information related to the spirit of bankruptcy. Nursing involves the provision of direct care for individuals and requires skillful performance of nursing function. Students will be expected to possess the following technical standards: sufficient visual acuity, sufficient auditory perception, sufficient gross and fine motor coordination, sufficient communication skills, and sufficient intellectual and emotional function. Please refer to page 13 of the packet for specific information related to the technical standards. As a precondition to placement with a clinical agency, WKCTC students must meet the screening requirements of the agency, including criminal background checks and urine drug screens. Please refer to pages 14 through 16 of the packet for specific information related to the screening policy. Screening results that may result in blocked clinical attendance include, but not limited to, positive drug screen, recent misdemeanor convictions less than 3 years, habitual misdemeanor convictions, and felony convictions. Kentucky Board of Nursing Regulation 201 KAR 20-070 states that a nursing graduate applicant must complete the following: Federal Bureau of Investigation fingerprint background check, Kentucky Administrative Office of the Courts background check, certified or attested copy of the court record of any misdemeanor or felony conviction, and a letter of explanation that addresses each conviction if applicable. Please refer to pages 17 and 18 of the packet for specific information related to the Kentucky Board of Nursing Policy mandatory conviction reporting. Estimated student cost. Please refer to page 19 of the conference packet for estimates of major fees or purchases that are expected in the program. Please note receipt of this cost list is notification of approximate expenses, including but not limited to those experienced within the program. Inability to obtain requirements of the program due to insufficient funds may result in removal from the program, depending on program policies. Now to apply. Complete the online application link provided on the nursing webpage. Access the nursing webpage by going to westkentucky.kctcs.edu. Click Education and Training. Click Find Your Program. Scroll down to Nursing ADN. Scroll down to How do I apply for this program? And click the links to the online application portal. Thank you for your attention as you completed the pre-admission conference for the Associate Degree Nursing program. If you have questions, please contact Jackie Ginter, Nursing Division Administrative Assistant at jackie.ginter@kctcs.edu, phone number 270-534-3166, or contact Sherry Golson, Dean of Nursing, at sherry.golson@kctcs.edu, phone number 270-534-3372.